Morning. We're gonna delete all those drawings from yesterday. We're just gonna redraw everything. Um, just go to daily here. What's happening in the daily time frame? Lastly, the bearish family that I marked. Pretty much holding the price. Yeah, price felt close above. So there's a lot of liquidity around this place. Yeah, lot of liquidity in this area. Lot of vehicle lows and this daily fair value gap holding the price. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm not sure. If this fair value gap continue to hold, then my obvious take profit is going to be this. Obvious target is going to be this for the day. Let's see. I'm not sure not expand to this high and turn reverse to hit this target or just expanding higher and higher to take this high. I'm not sure. Let's wait and check what's going to happen inside. Mm, daily FVG. Mm, perfect. Daily sellers 5 gap here. Perfect. And currently price is in the 4 hour bullish fair value gap. Good impulse, good push to the upside. This okay, perfectly alright. Price inside the bullish fair value gap, which might act as inverse, and that is also inside the daily fair value gap. Okay. In 4 hour, I get a candle which closed above the daily fair value gap. Let's see. It's a good push to the upside. The only fair value gap in this swing is this. If this continue to hold, then my target is going to be this, and this is obviously a low resistance liquidity run. So this is my first and second target for the day. All I like to see mm, continuation of the price, right? We could lose swept. Price keep on try to going higher. Okay, so good push to the upside, structured break, good fair value gap, price approaches the breaker, create a equal low swept. You can zoom into the lower time frame to see some buy model to target this high. As of now, this is my game plan. As long as this fair value gap continuously holding the price. Once it flipped, my obvious target is going to be this. Perfect. Okay. In 1 hour, what's happening here? So in 1 hour, there's a beautiful 1 hour fair value gap here. Low, break, flip, yep. Good displacement to the upside. Beautiful bullish swing. This is just a retracement. You can clearly see the weakness of the price action. Just a retracement to the towards the breaker towards this fair value gap. Just replace towards this area. Mm, let's mark this. Okay. If any price goes above this range, which means it's a flip of the bearish fair value gap, so you can obviously target this high. Let's see in even further. As of now, price is in the 1 hour time frame, 1 hour bearish, sorry, bullish fair value gap. So inside this range, I need to be bullish. Perfect. The recent low has been taken. Got to 15 minutes now. What happening in 15 minutes? Price is inside the 50 minutes fair value gap, and it's pretty much close above this fair value gap. No, it's still premium on the decade. Okay. Price, so far. So in 1 hour, this is gonna be my structure break. So low high, this is gonna be my structure break, and this if it break higher, I can look for the pullback and expect some higher prices at least to this high. This is gonna be yesterday's high, right? And these are all the low risk liquidity, so it might go all the way up to this liquidity. Let's see in what time. Mm, structure shift. I get the structure shift in what time frame, yeah. After take all those liquid with big displacement. So in this 5 minutes fair value gap, price get tapped and start moving higher. So if any price close below this swing low means I can look for a buy model. Mm, liquidity has been taken. Structure shift to the upside. Okay. The engineer liquidity has been taken. Prices in the high time frame fair value gap, 1 hour fair value gap, and 4 hour fair value gap. Give a structure shift to the upside. Leave the big 15 minutes plus 5 minutes fair value gap. Beautiful. Go to 3 minutes now. Okay. So if market put SMT on this place, it's gonna be great for me to look for a continuation towards upside. Once the price replace to this level gap, I can look for an entry and keep my stop at this point, targeting this high and this high. Like no targeting, which is gonna be my target group. So this is gonna be my target. Yeah. Let's see. All I wanted to see here is SMT 524, 554. Go to the Euro USD, Euro USD. There is no divergence in price, to be honest. Low, high, low, high, low, high. So it's doing the same low, high, low, high, low, high. So there is no divergence, to be honest, in price. Okay, bro, thank you. So there is no divergence in price. Well, let's see what has happened in 1 minute. Holy shit. After grabbing all this liquidity inside this breaker, inside this fair value gap, yeah, dude, inside the fair value gap. Low, high, low. This is the displacement, sorry. Okay, this is the payment 554. Good push to the upside. Yes, engineer liquidity. Once the price of take off the lost liquidity, what has happened here? Once the price uh, up, obtained all the liquidity, what just happened here? Just market in 1 hour. Inside there is nothing but it's this price action is inside the 1 hour bullish area, right? And the price took off the liquidity. So you can look for some reversal here. Yeah, it's indicated right here. Structure shift to the upside finally kept getting disrespected. So once the price pulling back to this point, you can enter discount area, you can enter you can enter your position exactly at this point. And you can target 1:2. That's it. As of now, this should be my first entry, but this is not my time frame. It's 5:55. So some from 5:55 to 6:12 it happened. So I was not in the market. So I need to look for something else in the market to go for an entry. So what just happened here? Breaker, tap, engineering liquidity, beautiful engineering the liquidity. Engineering the liquidity, induced, yeah, 3 o'clock. Engineering the liquidity, take all the internal liquidity inside this fair value gap. Big displacement to the downside. Single candle gives structure shift. Leave this fair value gap. Continuously holding the price. Pushing towards this liquidity, right? Once this liquidity has been taken, price start to reverse. Why it started reverse? Because it is in the 1 hour time frame, and this is the first like, inside that 1 hour time frame. After tapping this fair value, this is the first leg. Just invite some immature buyers here, invites them and dumped them exactly at this point. Now it gives a real move, real structure shift, real displacement, real fair value gap. Let's see how it's gonna work. So it's gonna be to 822, 820, 515. What's happened in 825, 15? 825, 15. So 820 here. Okay. And this so 515 range. So low, high, got it, bro? It's printed low and high in Gbpusd. Holy shit, bro. At 8:20 time, it's print a high. Okay. This is called SMT divergence. Oh, this is called as SMT divergence. So around 8 o'clock in the night, price print a low. 520 time, price print a higher low. Here in GBUSD, around 8:35, 8:20 at that time, price print a higher low. Higher low. This is in my ideology. This is the first leg. This is just an impulsive move, just for invite the immature buyers. So pushing all the way towards this fair value gap. Once this liquidity to the left has been taken out, price give that structure shift to the downside. That fair value gap continuously holding the price, pushing towards the downside to take all the liquidity. This is the exact London price action. London price action, yeah. London reversal, right? And this is gonna be the breaker. And this is gonna be the breaker. This is gonna be the important fair value gap, and this is also important fair value gap. Since it gives a structure shift, leaves a displacement candle, I entered here to keep the stop. Yeah, it's pretty good. And why the reason I can trust this structure shift is this is price put the SMT low. A 25 price makes a higher low. 520 price makes a lower low in GBPUSD. Price makes a lower low, and now it makes a higher low. So it might target this side. So it might target at least this side. So when GBPUSD is keep on expanding, it's keep on expanding towards upside. Yeah, this 15 minutes fair value gap getting tapped, starting expanding higher, and this fair value gap no longer holding the price. SMT put in place, big 15 minutes fair value get disrespected, close above, reprice to this 15 minutes fair value gap getting rejected. So this 15 minutes fair value gap getting respected, body close above this fair value gap. Now it's not expand. Beautiful, bro. So what is my optimal entry here? So my optimal entry would be in 5 minutes. My optimal entry would be the tap of the fair value gap. I don't like to take entry at the tap. I do like to take entry at this point inside the fair value gap. Otherwise, I don't want. I don't want it, right? Just let's see. Low. Okay. But currently there is no divergence. But according to the whole price action, price make a higher low and lower low. That's looking nice for me. So should go to 3 minutes. Once liquidity has been taken, price gives a structure shift. Very clear as let's say. Once the liquidity has been taken, price give a displacement to the upside. This bearish fair value gap recently formed bearish fair value gap. clearly closed above and price repriced to this range. So clearly disrespected. So I marked this family up. So whatever I enter inside this range, I like to see this family up holding the price, right? It's beautifully holding the price. There is no candle close above this flipped family gap, like the bearish family gap, which used to flip the right just before. That family gap acted as inverse, holding the price, pushing higher. Why this is a valid entry model? Because this is a first leg. This is just an engineered liquidity. This is a second leg, and price keep on going. I don't like to see this kind of price action. I do like to see this kind of price action, like some sort of tunnel has been swept to the left, recent high getting swept, structure shift, get the Ferrari gap. I can enter inside this range. Structure shift. I can keep my limit order here, put the stop at the high, targeting this liquidity. It's gonna be my game plan. If I'm looking some sort of model, this should be my game plan. I should wait for this thing to happen. So press inside the 5 value gap, press sweep all the liquidity, press also sweep the recent high, structure shift with big displacement, price rebalance to that 5 value gap. So I just marked my limit order. I just marked and kept my limit order here. Put the stop at the high, targeting the opposite liquidity. It's the game. It's game. It's killing. It's literally killing every single day. It's playing really good. All I have to do just follow this price action. Understand where the market heading towards, and just stick with my plan. That's it. I don't know if this 4 hour 5 value gap and 1 hour are getting flipped. Obvious target is going to be this low. So I'm gonna be damn bearish today. If that is not happened, if this value gap continue to hold, I can expect higher prices first. First take profit gonna be this, and second take profit is going to be this. So let's see. I still have a 5 minutes favorable gap, not even getting filled. So let's see what's going to happen. But it's a great move, bro. It's a great move. The fair value gap getting flipped to the upside inside, so it's leave this bullish fair value gap. So inside this range you can enter and keep the. Oh, it's really beautiful. It's cues beautifully honest to do. If whatever and if you enter the long here, the stop is going to be yeah this low. You target honest to do it. It about to approach the stop. Still, it's 5 minutes right. If I'm breaking down to lower time frame, I'm not going to enter here. I should have entered here. I should have put my limit order here. So yeah, but this is not a proper structure for me. This is not a proper structure for me. This is a beautiful structure. This is a beautiful structure. This indicates seller still in control. It's take the recent high, structure shape, holding a price, pushing lower. So this still indicates me like sellers are still in control. So be aware if you are going any sort of buy model here. So in higher time frame, it seems like completely bullish. There is no beautiful price action from the seller's perspective. The 1 hour 5 hour gap, 4 hour 5 hour gap, holding the price, keep on holding the price. So if it continue to hold the price, then my obvious target is this. Okay, let's see. So, news for the day. So there is no news until 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. we do have news like FMC statement, FOMC press conference. So we do have two red folder exactly at 2 p.m. So probably that's not our time frame to sit around. So probably I done with my entry um by 11:30. Aside from that, I'm not gonna look for any sort of entry model. I just close the laptop and come tomorrow. It's good since I miss I not missed this move. It not missed. It's just not in my time frame. That's it. If it is in my time frame, I look I begging look for that entry, and I will definitely take that entry and I would go with my profits at 1:2. Okay, it is what it is. Let's wait for the more structure to form. In 4 hours, it seems super bullish, and it's obviously targeting. We can obviously targeting this if it's continuously holding the price. There is no funny business in this. It's a clear up, clear bullish move. Break this some sort of decent swing, then leave this fair value gap. Price reprice to that fair value gap. Fail to break below. Engineer liquidity. Swap them. Start to expand higher. We can expand. We can look for this is gonna be our take profit for the day. If this bullish price action continuously doing its work, we can expect the price to reach this, and we can expect one more one more one more which means a TP2, which means a take profit to gonna be this place. Since I consider it as a low resistance liquidity run, I can expect this to run swiftly to reach this place. Let's see what's going to happen. But in 1 hour, it's not seems so nice to me. Holy crap. Low, look at that. Could push to the downside. Leave the 1 hour fair gap. Price just form the liquidity. Once it approaches this fair value gap, price stopped exactly at this point. Start to sell off towards this low, right? This is just engineer liquidity. Once the price approaches this 1 hour fair value gap, price stopped here. Start to reverse and hunt this liquidity. Swept. And now it's start displacing higher. So in 1 hour, this is gonna be my structure break. This is gonna be my fair value gap flip. This is gonna be my market maker buy model. Low, high, low, high, low. Let's see. Inside this 5 minutes fair value gap, if I do have some sort of bullish price action, I can look for a buy entry and targeting this high. So I just wait for the price reprice to this point. If it is not happen today, I'm not gonna put any position today. Um, that's it. I should do enter here. I should do close my positions here and leave my runners towards my final target by keeping in break even, kept it in break even because once the swing high get displaced, once it leave this level here, I don't like to see any candle or big close below this swing low. So I can confidently change my entry to confidently change my stop loss to this point. So so that's what what needs to be done if I was in this trade. Since I'm not in this trade, I'm not gonna do anything. I just like to see some pullback to this point and getting reversed or something like that. Not to go for an entry. It just engineer the liquidity. Let's see. I wanna take my coffee. Yes. Usually, what I'm expecting here, bro, if I was at 6:30, like I planned, so would I take the entry? No, I don't think so. First thing first, yeah, it's flip the favori gap. Yeah, it's just statistic with big displacement, and it's leave this favori gap. I might accept that, but I mostly kept my limit around this point because this is a favori gap. At least this favori gap filled 50 percentage and before it's continue to print higher prices. So I might print put my entry here. Most probably that would not fail, and I'm not in. I probably technically I'm not in that position. I failed to catch that position, right? Since this was left unfilled, I might expect the price come and sweep the low and expanding higher. This is just an engineering liquidity, right? Tap, 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 tap. Just engineering liquidity. So, for at least inside this primary gap, I can expect the bullish price action towards at least this point. So, but it seems like not a equal highs. It seems like swing. The high flipping the bullish weapon. I don't know, bro, what's going on. Let's see. Small dip earlier, right? Break big displays. Let's see what's happening here. Don't think too much. Once you plan the entry, just enter it. So nothing but there is a conflict going on between India versus Pakistan, so that's why I just listening to some news channels, what's going on over there since I'm in Canada. Uh, all I like to see here is just price approaches this 5 value gap which remain unfilled. So I like to see some sort of bullish price action inside this range in order to see higher prices price genuinely engineer liquidity here. So so I can look for a buy model and keep my stop around this point and targeting this area for sure. And if it continues to hold, I can confidently hold my position towards this high at least. So this is my game plan for the day. Let's see what's going to happen. What market going to give for me. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see. If there is any bullish price action inside these 5 minutes, 5 value gap in 1 minute, I can be damn bullish to target. Uh, yeah, that high is my final target for the day. Not that high. This is my final target for the day. This should be my optimal target. besides my risk reward ratio. So my risk reward ratio is nothing but 1 is to 2 or 2.5. That's it. Once it hit 1 is to 2 or 2.5, I closed most of my positions. I'll let my runners by put it in break evens by because that way I cannot um, turning the winning trade into a losing trade, right? Yeah. So if I reach 1 is to 2.5, for example, I should close 20, almost 60 to 70 percentage of my positions, and I keep my stop loss to break even. So I might not lose anything anymore in that position, and I can accumulate something at the end of the session. Let's see what's going to happen. I'll be back there. April 23rd, right? Okay, more guys. Mm, mm, Okay. Okay, sure. What's going on here, bro? It's nothing here for me to enter as of now. To be totally honest with you, it's just engineering the liquidity price. This fairly I'm still holding the price. Since there is no sweep, I'm not looking for any sort of sell model. Since price in the bullish fair value gap, especially 1 hour plus 4 hour and price took off all the liquidity and obviously if so the liquidity has been swept for getting flipped once this whole enter stop boom enter stop at the low intermittent targeting this equal highs. It's attacked. So if it is my entry, short, long, right? So if it is my entry here, just after this candle I entered. I can keep a stop loss here, but I still want to keep it here. And I target 10 equal highs. 1 is to 2.3. 1 is to 2.3, bro. That's it. 1 is to 2.3. Exactly. If we just this is 2 is to 2.3, this is 2 is enough. But it's okay, it should take. So I just it's obvious target, obviously hit. So this is my entry. I just missed it. 554. What should I do? It's not in my time frame. I just chill. If there is any entry for me, I can enter. Otherwise, I just close it and walk away, bro. I don't have anything to do here. Like, all I should do is just set a limit order. There is a limit order here. And one more limit order exactly at this point. I should. mm. So if this entire liquidity has been swept, if this fair value kept holding the price, then we can expect we can expect the obvious target is going to be this fair value gap for sure, this area for sure. If it get ran through, then we can expect lower prices, right? Let's see. I just marked it to. I just put alerts in two different places like this place. If this area getting displaced, then it's obviously going to take the highs. If it is getting swept and give displacement to the downside, I'd expect the price to approach this point. Inside this range, I have to see whether bullish fair value gap holding the price or just ran through. Once it get ran through, I'm super confident to hold the position towards this point. So, but I'm confident. This is my confident until this is my confident moment. From inside this range, I'm not sure. But since it is a high time fair value gap second leg, so most probably it's going to go higher. So I should close my positions and put my entry to break even if I am in the sell position and like to see what's happening here. That's it. Just wait. So I'm gonna grab some food for me. I'm super hungry now. It's almost 8:37. So I just said toilets. Let's see. Have fun. Is there any comments so far? No, no comments. Nothing. I'm here. It's almost 1 hour 45 minutes in live. I don't have any comments and no viewers. Hopefully, it's good for me. I can be myself, so I can speak, talk, and I can do whatever I wanted to do here. So it's not a big deal. I'm not doing for anyone here. I just doing this for myself. This is a sort of journaling for me, live journaling. So if I can come later and just watch this video, what's happening, what's my mindset at this point of time, at this specific time. So let's see the 1 hour close. Probably 8:30 it will close, right? Yeah, beautifully it closed here. I don't think it will come to this point, but I do think it will come to this point because since it has a beautiful family gap, yeah. So family gap is stopped here, swept, displacing higher. six, sorry, six, seven, it's almost close to eight. Forever, it's super bullish. Forever is super bullish. Big displacement. Finally, I can say this ring is exactly stopped here. Swept all these previous lows. Start expanding higher. I like to see this expansion towards this side. There is no failure inside to hold the position. I don't need to worry or confused. Don't need to get confused here. Let's see, bro. Let's see. I'm not that sure. Price might come to this point. So what's the time here? It's exactly six o'clock, right? What's happened in 6 o'clock in your history? 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. This no. This no. So 6 o'clock there is a finale gap which clearly filled all the experiment unfold. This way I can do this way. I use a privilege. But which one I'm not get this feeling often super aggressive. And I'm not willing to sit for the price to come to this point. Like, against that. against that. But we need to be some patience. We need to get some patience. Use for we need to get some patience. Okay. Yes. And here's the problem. We need to remove it. Whatever. We're not going to. I think I'm going to get I'm going to be a lot of I am more for my Oh shit. Did I get some notification? Nope. Why I shouldn't get any notification, bro? I should have get some notification. Oh my god. I forget that I uninstalled TradingView for a while. Since I unwantedly open trading view and just watching market all day, I don't like that thing. I don't like that habit. So in order to avoid that, I just delete trading view, and it's literally good for me. Like I don't need to see every day. I don't need to be in the chart every day. I don't need to see the charts every day. It's pretty good. So it's actually start playing out towards some to to move upside, bro. So there is no business for me here to sit around. I don't think this is should be my entry. Otherwise, this should be my entry. So besides that, I don't have any entry here. But I'm not. But fortunately, one thing happened here. This fair value gap aligned with this breaker get tapped, keep on going higher. That one thing is happened. So if 6:33 that thing has happened. 6 o'clock to 6:33. So 6:33 I might I might enter my position here. But since I see like fair value gap, at least price come to this point, right? If price come and approach at least to this point, then it's gonna be great. Then this gonna be the great execution. This place. Since the price not failed to retrace to this point, I don't like to be in the trade. But still this is a sort of entry. Structure shift, fair value gap, tapped entry, stop at the low. Gonna be good. Stop at the low or this low gonna be good. So for instance, if I initiate my entry here, then my stop is going to be here, then it's obviously 15 pip. Now I need to wait for this area to get my 1:2. So but it's just break below break displaced family gap getting tapped, keep on going higher. So so since I was late today, right? I just opened live and I opened my chart exactly at around this point. I guess it's not this point around 6:35 or 6:45. Around this area, I was in the markets like low, high, low, high, low, high. So I'm not super confident to take this entry. I like to see this getting swept and it continue to hold and keep on pushing higher. But that thing was not happened, and it's okay for me to sit around and watching the price action here. It's really beautiful, right? Flip after sweeping the liquidity, right? God damn, bro. It's beautiful liquidity. We can change the color. Why don't we give it the same color? Liquidity is gonna be blue color. Yeah, it's liquidity, and this guy is SMT. You can write here as well. Liquidity. And a liquidity trend line. It's a trend line liquidity. Trend liquidity trend line. Okay. It's a trend line liquidity inside the higher time frame fair value gap, 4 hour or 1 hour, whatever it's gonna be. So engineering the liquidity by putting some trend line, setting some trend line. Once this area has been swept, structure shift, come all the way back, take out this low, then it start to give its real direction. This is just a impulsive move towards upside. So this is where the market start shift its direction. The recent fair value gap flipped above, created a bullish fair value gap. This is gonna be my first entry. This should be my first entry at 5:54. I'm not there. What should I do? I can't do anything. It's okay, fine. First entry, so displacement, breaker, fair value gap. So most probably this fair value gap should hold. If the model is super bullish, then most probably this fair value gap just hold the price stay above this fair value gap. Might the wick might it get wicking to the downside, Some wicks will induce this fair value gap, but most probably, if it is super bullish, price will not fail to fill these kind of fair value gaps. I talking like a shit, bro. I talk like a shit. Big displacement structure shift. So this fair value gap is created. I like to see this fair value gap or this fair value gap to hold in order to see higher prices if I'm bullish. And my optimal entry point is this fair value midpoint of the fair value gap, especially the breaker. So this both is my optimal entry point. And I do and I also can enter at the fair value gap tap, but since it's a super bullish fair value gap, so I like to see it induce just gives some sort of inducement to this fair value gap, so I can enter with minimum risk. Because most of the time we are not seeing the breakaway fair value gap. Most of the time it's come and tap the level, forming some sort of price action, then it's going higher. So yeah, let's see. Go up. Set this line. I made some other break. I made sure very certain and take it. You can also travel with the if you make sure the clear and you know there is a one more level, it should be. Obvious sono interesse. Sono più bello, scrive che finita per di questo. Ma non c'è per una lezione di questo. Se prima di questo. Che quello è importante. Dico fare dove cosa. No, ok. This is gonna be my breakfast. This is going to be my breakfast. This is going to be my breakfast. This is gonna be this is going to be my breakfast today. Today. So what? After lunch. Go. Thank you. This is good. Without it, it's not chicken. Yes. Myself, myself, I'm not going to free to want to that. So, I'm going to do that a lot of times. And then I want to take from another doctor. Google was not the she was visualized. It's not just one is that. Chun, 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 chun. 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. Beautiful displacement. And you can see in 15 minutes where the price exactly stays. Damn bro, I can zoom this for you to see what happened here. This is the 15 minutes fair value gap that get closed above. This 15 minutes fair value gap here closed above and created a bullish fair value gap. I just marked from this end to this week and 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 the next candle and the third counts it once the fair value gap formed the third candle and this is also a bullish fair value gap flipped created a bearish fair value gap overlapping the fair value gap. High probable condition for taking an executing an entry. So the third candle just start formed here, come all the way back towards the 50% of the fair value gap, just tapped there, closed above this fair value gap, which means it indicates I want to go higher, which it clearly indicates one thing, which is nothing but I want to go higher. This is the indication for from the market. From the market, the fair value gap created the third candle formed is come all the way down, tap the 50% encroachment. I don't know the name how to pronounce, but that fella the 50% of the fair value gap getting tapped and price just wicked down and close above this fair value gap. And the following candles just continue to go higher. Continue to go higher and take out the internal liquidity. So this whole move has the internal liquidity. That internal liquidity has been taken out. That internal liquidity has been taken now. So this is the price action that happened. That is the reason why price is not approaching my 5 minutes fair value gaps. Price is super bullish. So once it get displaced, price created a bullish fair value gap. That full bullish fair value gap get filled, get tapped exactly until it reaches the 50% of the level. Then it close above this point, then keep on continuing higher. why the thing is model is completely bullish, model is extremely bullish. Price is at the breaker, is at the extreme discounted, not extreme, this is extreme, this is a discounted fair value gap. So high probable condition, and it's get respected. No candle close below this range, and this is the initial move, just manipulating the immature buyers and takes them out. This is the real move that's giving. Once it flipped, come and tap this fair value gap, keep on going higher. Until has been taken. So since this price action has been put in place, I can expect the price to reach this point. This is my TP for the day. TP for the day. You might ask a question why you're not executing a position. I'm gonna go over that stuff. Give me a minute. TP for the day. This is my first TP for the day, and my second TP would be this. I don't know when it's going to be approached. If I see some sort of big displacement sweep, if I see any sort of big displacement and this fair value gap flip, I can expect higher prices towards this and this side. That's my game plan. Let's see what's going to happen. So, the reason why I'm not entered here is I should have entered here. I should have entered here once the fair value gap get flipped. Once I see the fair value gap act as inverse, I should enter that. But that time is not in my time frame. It's exactly 5:55. I slept until 6:30 in the morning. I have a plan to trade actively from 8 o'clock to 11:30. So I want to sit in front of the market at least 1 hour before. So I wake up at 7. I wake up at 6:30 and showed in front of the market at 6:49, 6:40 or 6:50, I guess. So that time I missed all the moves. I missed the fair gap, tap move, and a lot of moves, especially. So I get one beautiful 5 minutes failure which is remain unfilled. So I thought like, so if the price repriced to once it repriced to this fair value gap to this breaker, I can execute my position, keep my stock here and looking for higher prices. Since the 1 hour clearly told the narrative. This is a beautiful structure shift, big displacement to the upside. This is just a retracement to this fair value gap, to this important fair value gap aligned with this breaker. So most probably it act as support to push higher prices. It is this, you can see this is not act as support, bro. It's induced. It get induced. This it's created a support here. Just engineer the liquidity, takes them out. Now it gives a real entry. Internal getting swept. Price is in the 15 minutes big displacement fair value gap, and 5 minutes. Um, Equal highs has been taken, big displacement, recently formed funds, fair value gap, and put in place 3 minutes. No, no, just a sweep, just internal getting swept. And in 1 minute, I don't see anything here for me. In 1 minute, I can clearly see high, low, high, structure shift, but there is no fair value gap, right? But I can tell you one thing, bro. You don't need to be blah blah blah. You don't need to be focused so much on each and every fucking price action. You have to be confident with what you're looking for, what you can expect from the market. If you don't get any kind of entry model, just close it. Go and live with the rest of the life with as per with your pre-plan, with your issued plan. Don't got up so much into doing things like stupid things like shorting here. Yeah, you can short here if it's sweep this high, if it gives a structure shift, if it flip the 5 minutes fair value gap. You can short until this point. I supports you to short since it is a fair value gap. It's swept the recent high and it rebalanced to this fair value gap. If the price holding this fair gap, getting swept, structure shift displacement like an entire targeting this low, bro. It's obvious low, right? Since it has been since it has since it shows nothing for me to validate my bias. Why the hell I look for sell? Market is super bullish. Just mark up this fair gap. Let's see what's going to happen here in 5 minutes. This is only fair gap inside this range. If it's not hold, then I might expect the price to reach this point. So let's see. Swap price inside the price respecting this travel gap right now. M5 bias FEG. Let's see what's going to happen here. So emphasized one thing here. I'm not doing this for anyone. I'm doing this for myself. So this is my live journaling. That's it. And for my own educational purpose. I don't care about who's watching. I don't care about my followers, my subscribers. I don't need to. I'm not gonna give a shit with that because I'm not focused with. I'm not focused into that. I'm much focused. I rather focused into my age, my entry pattern, my conviction, my patience, my consistency in forex markets. That's it. I want that. I don't want the external recognition. If it is, it's okay. It's good to have some subscribers, to have some positive comments, but still, I don't want that. I'm not sell telling. I don't want that. I'm not focused into that. I'm not. I my live trading is not to attract subscribers. It's for me. It's just for me. So later I can journal this trade in a very effective way, right? I can go over my thoughts. What's my plan? What I did? Why I did? Everything. So that's the reason why I just here. Recent high getting broke, Famal gap, supposed to hold on to see high prices. If it sweeps this high, use such a shot with the flip of the Famal gap. You can enter and look for this low, bro. It's obvious. And if this Famal gap failed to hold, then you can expect some lower prices. But I hope it will not gonna happen. It for sure it's going to go higher to take out this liquidity and this liquidity. I just want to delete this 4 hour fan app, just kind of confusing me. So all I just marked here is my 5 minutes family gap and my 1 hour on my 4 hour family gap. Oh, that's a daily family gap, right? The daily family gap. I don't need that. I need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't want to get confused, bro. I don't want to get confused, bro. Not all liquidity, bro. Just huge move to the upside, bro. Okay. Short long, if I short long here, my target would be this high for sure. And my stop loss would be here. And this holding is 1 is to 2.5. This is gonna be my entry 1 is to 2.3. And this is my second take profit. This is my first, this is my second. Right. So this is my first take profit and this is my second take profit, this area. So Where's to 3.29? Pretty much good bagged. Let's see. In 1 minute, this is the swing low, get structure shift, we go fair value gap. So I can execute my special order here, put the stop at the high, executing some lower price, expecting some lower prices, but this is not high probability. This is not high probability. This is standing in front of the train, bro. Literally, market is super bullish, and that is no indication in 3 minutes. Like this fair value gap, just holding the price. In 5 minutes, price come all the way towards this fair value gap. Price stopped here. So you can enter a buy entry here. Keep a stop at this fair value gap low and look for high prices towards this high. That's gonna be great. I'm not gonna sell until or unless this value are getting flipped. Then I expect the price to print lower towards this, right? Let's see what happening in 1 minute. Just this is today is just tape reading. I'm not gonna took any enter. Still, I do have some time. Time is just 9:15. If the market is done clear, I can enter. I can execute a position, but I don't want to go opposite to the trend, bro. Just wait and see what's happening. It's here literally. Minute sweep, structure shift, entry here. Stop at this swing. I use the swing. Let's make a suggestion. So I keep my stop here. I like to see this high continue to get protected to see lower prices to this low. Even if it is happened, even if this break, this fair value gap, even this model played well, well and good towards this low, this at least this low. I'm not good with entering this kind of fuck positions, bro. This is where I exactly lose my edge, start trading like a gambler. My what is my conviction? I want to see this area to sweep, this area to give succession. Then it's a failure flip. Then I can trust the model at least. Now it's not. Now it's not. Now this is just a move to reprice to the recent fair value gap. So here you are not supposed to enter any position. You can see if you mark the 50% of the level, price stop exactly at this point, close above. Which means market is bullish, bro. What you thinking? You mad or something like that? So it's a big displacement, flip the fair value gap. So if it create a fair value gap, if it enter this value, you can enter to a position, put the stop at the low. Like to see higher prices, the continuation kind of entry. I don't want to do that, bro. Just be chill and sit. Yeah. So if I want to see a continuation, so I can entered my position here. Keep my stop loss at this low. Like to see a continuation towards upside. I don't like it, bro. It's already expanding towards a certain level, bro. This is where I'm not gonna take any damn positions. I'm not willing to take positions here, even though it's super sexy in 15 minutes. Why the hell I entered in this kind of stuff and make make my uh, entry pattern bit confusing. It's not mine. It's I can if it is in the demand level, not a demand. It's in the if the price in the lower level, I can which is I can call it as a discount level. I can enter this kind of fair value gaps because there was a recent 5 minutes fair value gap stopped here, big displacement. So inside this here, you can enter the position here. Stop at this swing low. Stop at this fair value gap low. Tight stop should be should be 4 pip stop loss and expand high prices. I can do that, but I don't want that. Got it? I can do that, but I don't want that. That's my discipline, bro. That's my discipline. Once I missed my model, was identified, yeah, I missed my model, I'm not going to enter. I'm not going to enter. That's it. Today, I'm not going to enter unless and until it's super, super, super dumb clear for me.
The escalation between the nuclear arm.
So I execute my first position right here, and my stop loss is gonna be obviously the this point. This is my stop loss confirmed. So let's see. Let's go to here. So once it approaches this point, I can enter sub position here. Blue ones 24. Go to Gbpusd. Go to that. So 0.14. That's full position. Let's see. It's structure shift. Once price approaches this breaker, I can execute my position. Let's wait and watch. Taken big displacement area flip. I entered my position here. Stop us at the high. So I'm just waiting to see a push towards this high so I can execute my position. All I wanted to say this valley gap to get tap. This is gonna be the super beautiful entry place. Let's see. So this thing getting closed below. So fire getting flipped. So I can execute it. Today also I executed a vessel entry. Yeah, I'm not okay, bro. Just set some stop loss. So super clear. This is my stop. 1.33702. 1.33702. So my stop loss is going to be 1.33702. Pretty. Uh, my stop loss is going to be 1.33702 from this point to here. It's really small stop loss. It's 5 pip stop loss. Let's see what's happening here. All I wanted to see here is nothing but fire. If any candle close above this fire gap, I closed it and walked away. That's it. That's the game. Above this high. It's here. Let's see. I wanted to see if fire gap to tapped. Big displacement, then straight down. So according to this move, what I can expect, bro. This is gonna be my target. Yeah. So my target is obviously my entry supposed to be here, and my stop is here. If it not getting approached, it's fine. I exit one position in that account, right? It's okay. I can journal it. I can journal it. Okay. This is my stop loss. Fine. And this is going to be my take profit. 1 is to 3.9. For sure. This is going to be my take profit. For sure. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to see a fair value gap getting it's tapped. It's actually getting tapped. I like to see this price. If it approaches this point, I can enter. Otherwise, I won't. This is my 2 to 2.5. Pretty solid. Okay, sorry. pretty solid area to targeting our take profit. Pretty solid place to target. So this is my target for the day. Let's see how it works. Just a try. The reason internet getting swept. Reason the single reason is nothing but internet getting swept. This also swept one more time. Sweep. Minute such a shift. Big displacement. This firewall gap getting ran through. So I entered my position here. Keep the stop loss at the swing high. Targeting this low. Which is my first target. 1 is to 2. If the price rebalance to this point, I can execute one more position. Sorry, not one more position. Let's see. And this is going to be the structure shift in high time frame. So I don't like to see any prices close above this parallel gap. So if any candle close above this parallel gap, above this range, I'm not gonna hold my entry. I just closed it. This is my stop loss. I don't like to see any price close above. Reach this point. What's it though? Today also I attempted a reversal. Two things happened. If this parallel gap flipped, if this getting displaced, this is a beautiful market buy model below. You go wrong, you go completely wrong because you got against the trend. I'm looking for the reversal. So let's see how it works. Now I can journal. Now I can take my journal book and start journaling. I don't have any control. I lost my control. Bro. I executed, so I don't have any business with that. And I do have one more entry in my live account. Once the price approaches this point, I can enter it. I can enter and I can see the price whether it is holding or whether it is actually get ran through. I want to see that before I execute my position here. Okay. Mm-hmm. GBB used to right. GBB 07 05 2025. I'm in a sell model. Market sell model. Though it's 15 minutes we buy on the winner content. If you go to 15 minutes, you can clearly see the thing why I'm attempted a sell entry here. It's a huge inefficiency, bro. Sorry. It's a huge inefficiency and it's a huge inefficiency. So inside that inefficiency, there is internal liquidity swept and I see also the confirmation for the seller side to go for to engage in a selling position here. That's why I entered sell. I'm not randomly execute any position here. I'm not randomly execute any position here. I have the conviction. I have the confirmation. That's why I entered. In 3 minutes also, it's high, low, sweep the high, flip the big fair value gap. Come. This should be my first take profit, right? So mm, sweep, flip. This should be my first take profit. If this fair value gap getting flipped into the downside, I can expect in lower prices towards this high. That's gonna be a valid conversation. This high. That's gonna be a valid conversation, right? Since this 5 minutes fair value gap rejected, go and sweep, come all the way. If it getting swept and this fair value gap getting flipped, then it's gonna be a higher time frame. It's market make a continuation. So I'm wrong. That's it. Nothing more. I'm a market sell model. 115. Sellers fair value gap to the left. Plus internal sell side has been taken. Mm, internal internal high recent taken plus flip of M3 FVG opposite. I should displacement displacement okay. ஸோ இங்கே நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருக்கு. ஸோ இன் 5 minutes போய் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நீங்கள் உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டாலாம் இருக்காது. ஏன்னா it's 5 minutes close below this range, right? Means high, low, this high getting swept, big displacement to the downside, this big value get ran through, this come all the way down towards this fair value gap. If this fair value gap continuously holding the price, which means it according to this fair value gap, come and fill, go all the way higher, come all the way down, sweep. It might act as a soup here. So if this flip, if this getting displaced, then it's gonna be soup. Then it's gonna be a turtle soup. So there is a lot of thing for me to go against in this entry. Still, I believe this. Once it getting sweep, big displacement, this five are getting flipped. I entered here. Put a stop loss. Oh my goodness, stop low. Let's see. I wanted to see a retracement. All I wanted to see a retracement to this area, not to go in order to engaged in a position, not add some position or engage in a position. So let's see, bro. 715 plus earlier, 15 opposite for earlier displacement. எங்க விட்டுறேன் போட்டுருக்கேங்களா இந்த இடத்துல குண்டு போறேன் ஃபயர் தானே போட்ட மாதிரி சொன்னாங்க ஃபயர் ஃபயர் ம் யூஷுவல் ஃபயர் இப்போ கொஞ்சம் அக்ரெசிவா பண்றாங்க யூஸ்வலாக அந்த பார்டர்ல ஃபயர் பண்ணிட்டு தான் இருப்பாங்க இப்போ கொஞ்சம் அக்ரெசிவா பண்ணியிருக்கானுங்க ஸோ அதுக்கு இந்தியா திருப்பி ஃபயர் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு பாம் போடல ஸோ வேற என்ன கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் இருக்கு இங்க ஸோ என்னோடது இல்ல ப்ரோ. அவனோடது அவன் நான் வெளியே அத்தாண்டி விட முடியும். அவன் மேல தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கான். அதான் மேல தூங்கிட்டு இருக்கான். வந்து சாப்பிட போனான்னா என்ன பண்றது? முடிச்சுட்டு இருந்தாலும் கையில எடுத்துக்கலாம். உங்களோட இடியாப்பம் இருக்கே. சாப்பிட மாட்டீங்களா? அதனால நானே ஓட்ஸ் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டு வந்துடுறேன். ஓட்ஸ் சாப்பிட்றீங்களா? நம்மள்ட்ட இருக்காதான். நம்மளால கொடுக்க முடியாது. யாரும் எதுவும் கேட்க முடியாது. அவன் மோஸ்ட்லி சாப்பிட மாட்டான் ப்ரோ. ஜஸ்ட் இன் கேஸ். அவனுக்கும் வேற சாப்பிடறதுக்கு வேற எதுவுமே கிடையாது. இதெல்லாம் மேல போயிட்டு கேட்டீங்கன்னா சொல்லுவான். வேணுமா சாப்பிட்டியா இல்ல வேணுமா வேணுமா வேணாம். ஹெல்ப்புக்கு ஏதாவது ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. அவன் எந்திரிக்க டைம் தான் எந்திரிக்காம வாங்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். அது கொடு. So be what might work against me? So what might work against me here? So that one M15 fair value gap. Sorry, M5. M5 bullish fair value gap should flip to add more bias towards my draw. So this 5 minutes fair value gap to flip downside. So I can expect lower prices and I can probably so I can expect some lower prices and most importantly, okay, fine, bro. We can use some limit orders here, right? Info okay.
அவன் தூங்கிட்டு கிடக்குறான் bro. அவன் முழிச்சு எழுந்து பேசவே மாட்டேங்கிறான். அவன்தான் தூங்கிட்டான்னா ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது.
சாப்பிட்டுருங்க அப்போ. அப்படியே தெரிய மாட்டான் ப்ரோ. 12 மணி ஆகும்.
அப்படி எழுந்திரிச்சாலும் சோறு இருக்கு. எனக்கா இது
அப்ப பிரச்சனை இல்லை. சாப்பிட்டுருங்க. சாப்பிட்டுருங்க. சாப்பாடு இருந்தா சாப்பிட்டுருங்க. அவ்வளவு சீன்லாம் கிடையாது.
உங்களுக்கு
ஓட்ஸ் வச்சிருக்கேனே. 1.3344 super paste 934 I'm not sure it's gonna activate or not. We're just waiting for that entry to get activated. இல்ல bro எனக்கு work இருக்கு. The only thing which makes me bad is I am complete opposite to the bias, bro. I have to close my positions as quickly as possible since if I can put 5 watt in the sense what is cutting. What do I put stand a lot? 1.33654. 1.33654. I'm not the problem is 1.33654. One point three three six five. I don't want to put this much lot here. 2.5 is more than enough. 2.50. Why it's 2.5 is enough? Stop is going to be 1.33615. 1.336. Why எவ்வளோ போடுறேன் கம்மியாக போடுறேன்னா ஒர்க் ஆகும் பட் ஸ்டில் ஏன் அதை கம்மியாக போட்டுட்டு இருக்கணும் I'm English I'm very sharp at it. Reversal detector. So since the mind is bullish, I'm taking attempted a reversal. So in the place inside the 5 minutes rather than minutes. So it is better for me to go with lower sizes, right? It's 2.5. It's not lower. It's good actually. Inside that range, I can add some position once it get displaced and get a fair value. I can add some position. Until then, I need to be a bit cautious about what the hell I'm doing. 1.3344. Holy shit, bro. What the high, bro? 어디가 필요하거든. 거기가 있겠다 나왔다. 거기가 저 Laurenti potaci, Laurenti Gbpusd, Laurenti potaci, Laurenti Gbpusd. No, relativamente. Olha, chefe, olha. இந்த இடத்துக்கு மேல ஃபேஸ் ஆகக்கூடாது obviamente. அதுக்கு க்ளோஸ் ஆகக்கூடாது. That's the game problem. Relevando க்ளோஸ் ஆகட்டும் இன்சிடென்ட். முடிஞ்சது. அதுக்கான மேல ஃபேஸ் க்ளோஸ் ஆகக்கூடாது. Prestação móvel. 1.33 Let's see, bro. Let's see. Okay, fuck bitch. Holy shit. Set got put right. Yeah, yeah, stop it. It doesn't set you on the 1.3 1.337 zero finger and you can stop as it's okay. So it's working and I don't care bro. It's working or it's not working, I don't care. It is what I'm looking for, it is what I'm expecting. I enter it. That's it. I have some positions. Risk is super, 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 super tight. Very small risk. All I have to do is just wait and see the price action to confirm whether I'm right or wrong. That's it. I know I'm opposite to the trend. I know the 5 minutes for early holding the price. I know the 5 minutes for early gap will act as a turtle soup. I knew that, but I still execute the entry. Let's see what's going to happen. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. No silly game. No funny business. Nothing. Just enter my positions. If it is stop, I okay fine. I take the stop. I close the laptop and walk away. This is the final entry for the day. I'm not going to enter any more positions any after here. Let's see. It clearly shows everything for me. So all I have to do is wait and watch. I knew I'm opposite to the trend.
half an hour
Okay, bro. Entry voting. Okay, put a ಕೂತು ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் தான் ஆப்போசிட் டு ட்ரெண்ட் பயாஸுக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஆப்போசிட்டா டைப் பண்றாங்க அது மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் ஹெசிடேஷன் மற்றபடி இல்லை Yeah, stop process going to be all I need to see just wait and see. Holy shit. நீ போல எனக்கு முடியல காலை எந்திரிச்சு மூச்சே வரல சம்மந்தம் இல்லாம ஒரு ஸ்டாப் லாஸ் எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆயிடுச்சு. அது மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் கடுப்பாயிடுச்சு. லிமிட் ஆர்டர் தான் போட்டிருந்தேன். லிமிட் ஆர்டர் எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகி ஸ்டாப் லாஸ் எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகும். பைத்தியம் மாரி. So what I can expect? So I can confidently change my stop loss to this high rate. So, so yeah, bro. Mhm. So according to me, this is I consider this as a structure shift, and this is the fair value gap. And according to me, this is gonna be the structure shift since the 5 minutes fair value gap still holding the price, so it's getting swept. It's close below this range, rebalance to this fair value gap, a specter. All I wanted to see a flip up the fair value gap. Once it gets flipped, and could it go towards this target? And my final target is going to be this. Let's see how it's gonna work today. This is my final target. So let's see how it works. Super tight stop. 1.33675. 1.33600. Escalate fighting.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe more இந்தியாவில் பண்ண முடியாது. அப்படி பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. நியூக்ளியர்லாம் அவ்வளவு சீக்கிரம் யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. நியூக்ளியர் இது இந்தியா ஒரு பாலிசி வச்சிருக்கு. நோ யூஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். மத்த யூஸ் பண்ணாம நாம யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டோம் அப்படின்னு.
பாகிஸ்தான் யூஸ் பண்ணாம வரைக்கும் யூஸ் பண்ண
நான் யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டேன். அப்ப போட்டாங்க வருஷம் அது பெரியதாக இருக்காது. எல்லாரும்
அமெரிக்கா இல்ல அமெரிக்கா தானே இல்ல பண்ணிட்டு
அவங்க இது பண்ணாம எக்கனாமிக்கலா அடிக்காம வச்சாலே போதும். நடுத்தரல பிச்சை எடுக்கிறாங்க. சண்டையெல்லாம் வந்துச்சுன்னா அவ்வளவு சொல்றா காலேஜ் சொல்றேன் என்ன வேலை
டான்ஸ் கிவ் அவே கொடுத்துட்டு இருந்தா
சரி 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 எக்ஸ்ட்ரா மணிக்கா முடியா சரி 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 நாங்க காலேஜ் ட்ரெயின்லயா பஸ் இன்னைக்கு சனிக்கிழமையா இருந்தா கொஞ்சம் கரண்ட் கம்மியா இருக்கும். சரி இதுதான் இன்னைக்கு ட்ரெயின்ல போறதுக்கு எவ்வளவு ப்ரோ இதுக்கு பஸ்ல பஸ்ல
வீக்கெண்ட்ல போனீங்கன்னா போறது வரதுக்கு ஒரே காசு.
இதுல வீக்கெண்ட்ஸ்ல போனோம்னா அதே ரேட்டு.
அக்கௌண்ட் பேலன்ஸ் $14
என்ன வருதா பாருங்க.
44 cents. கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். 44 சென்ட்.
போய் மாத்திரம் அவன் நைட்டு போயிட்டு எத்தனை மணிக்கு இருந்தா 10 மணிக்கு தான் வருவான். அந்த இம்பார்ட் லைசன்ஸா ஏதோ லைசன்ஸ் வரல நான் பார்த்தேன். பூவ சரி சரி நான் ஒரு நிமிஷம் நான் போய் செக் பண்ணி பாக்குறேன். நான் பார்த்துட்டு கால் பண்றேன். நான் அடிக்கிறேன்.
மார்க்கெட் பயமா இருக்கு.
யாருக்கு ரீசன்ஸ் வந்துச்சா இதுல போட்ல எங்க கீ எங்க
Just fucking list on international right? Holy shit, you expected. Expected. If it is not available, then it's fine. Otherwise, it's going to be fucked up. All I wanted to see this valley gap to flip. If it not flip, then I'm sure take my stop. For sure, I'm gonna take my stop. And find it, it seems good. Start, start explaining. It's getting rejected here. And there is no power here, it's great. Let's see. Come on, buddy, flip it. Flip it. You high success. கரெக்டா அங்க ஒரு மார்க்கெட் நிக்குது பை மாடல் நிக்குது ப்ரோ பொசிஷன் உடனே க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடலாம் என்ன கேட்டா ஒரு பொசிஷனை க்ளோஸ் பண்ணி தேவையில்லை ரொம்ப கம்மி ரிஸ்க் இந்த இடத்துக்குள்ள இந்த கிழமை நான் உட்காந்துருக்கேன் பட் அட்லீஸ்ட் க்ளோஸ் பண்ண six for 1 minute six Hmm. Moving to plot. Bullish market ಲಪೈ market maker buy ಮಾಡಕ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗುது ಇಂಟಿ எடுத்துக்கோ ಅಂತೆ கீழே போனா எப்படி போகும் అంటే Gbpusd. Please stop the focus interview. They were focus interview. என்ன பிரச்சனை Respectable.
ஓகே எவ்வளவு பெரிய ஆளாயிரம்
என்னதோ
4 மணி நேரம் ப்ரொடக்டிவ் வாய்ஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தார் 24 மணிக்கு.
ம் ஆயிருக்கலாம் தான்.
ஆனா அந்த அறிவு புகழ வர மாட்டேங்குது. நிமலா வருவோம் பெரியாரா படி சொல்லுவோம்.
Stop boss hit edge, bro. Nothing else. 100% sure. Mm, so I am not close my position. Trying to see this kind of moment. Fine.
ஆல்ரெடி இப்போ வந்து
Mm, mm, mm. Tap on what I anticipated. If I cannot hold, face towards observe. Mistake and make it another.
நீ ஷிஃப்ட் எடுத்துரு.
Ah,
11 எடுத்துக்கோங்க.
okay. So we want to identify things in my mindset and say how I get. I try to close my positions. Should you close my position at internal the point. So, since my risk is very small, I let the entry played as per its own intention. And is like shaking and shivering. Shivering. Kind of this. Okay, I took a couple of stop losses here. The thing is, I basically marked my 5 minutes fair value gap. So price beautifully respected my seller's fair value gap. Come and sweep the internal liquidity. Print the market maker buy model here. Low stuck issued fair value gap flip. So once it happened, I was not sure about my model. And the only thing that I made bad today is I'm not closed my position adamant to I bit adamant to hold my position. Even though market is not in my favor, even though I identified that. So yeah, I should have closed some of my because for me for this model this should be my low hanging fruit. This is my first take profit. I should have closed some positions here and I should have do that. But since my stop loss was also very significantly small, very small, that's why I just hold it, let the entry play towards its direction, but it's fair to flip. So since from the beginning, all I wanted to see is that 5 minutes prior, I have to flip. If any candle close below it, which means I'm right. Since it not close below, just sweep then just form some internal liquidity sphere update. Structure should keep on going higher. That's it.